Good morning. It's March the 23rd, 2017. Time to kick off another trading day after a relatively quiet night in pretty much every market. We'll start with the customary disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, here it is the day before option expiration on notes, and the point on notes is 1, 2, 4, 16 to 125 as we start out. That was the play yesterday in options. On the 30-year, the play was 150, 151. And option expiration tends to freeze the market. And if you look at the option market makers right here, a close of 120. This is tomorrow, so we're starting to think about this. We're trying to look over the horizon a little bit. Close at 124.24, and then a close at 150.16 is where we're gonna start to zero in on that. The news overnight was limited. Major news overnight was talking about the terrorist attack in England, and again, it's a known wolf. It's pretty simple. The problem with the legality in a free country is that you can't arrest people until they've done something. And this guy has been interrogated. He was on the watch list. He was a inciter of other people joining the intifada's and other things. But yesterday he decided to act and hurt a lot of people, killed 4. He was the 5th casualty. So at least they don't have to worry about trying that person, and I'm sure he died with a smile on his face. It's the way that mindset works. The rest of the news, Yellen speaks this morning. It's not a speech to an important group. She will be speaking to the Federal Reserve System Community Development Research Conference. So I mean, I don't know what the hell that has to do with what the Federal Reserve normal activity is, but it's there, and that she will be talking. So that starts at 8:45 Eastern, and it will get some play. Jobless claims, 240. That's the default number now. No one will pay a lot of attention to it. New home sales, 565. At the peak, it was about 1.25 million. It had been as low as about 300,000. Natural gas minus 147. B. And then Kansas City Fed, don't know. Last month it was 14. So I guess the focus will be new home sales and Yellen's speech, followed by the direction of the E-mini. On the E-mini side, will Ryan Care pass? I hope it doesn't. It looks like a pretty bad piece of legislation. Again, it shows you just the Republicans don't think ahead. They don't look ahead. They don't plan. They've had 8 years to come up and have something ready to go, because all they've talked about for 8 years is elect us and we'll repeal Obamacare. Well, now that I'm elected, maybe we won't. But they don't strategize. They don't think over the horizon. It's all very, very short term. And the Democrats, the mindset that runs the Democrat Party, the mindset that pulls the strings, is vastly superior to that does the Republican Party. And that probably won't change. Right now we're looking at a P, 124.16 was yesterday's call play. 125 right here, that was the call play. We're a little bit below it. We're starting to lean B here, probably anticipating a little rally in the stock market. We had a B here yesterday afternoon. So I think we're headed a little bit lower, so we'll put our first buy at 5 to 9. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. On the sell side, 15 to 19, sell 1. 23.27, sell 2. I think everything in Treasuries today swings on whether the stock market sells or not. If the stock market does sell, we sure don't want to be short. And if the stock market rallies, the short side will be the side to play from. Yellen's speech today, I don't think she's going to change anything. The FOMC announcement was taken as dovish because they weren't aggressive on when will the next rate hike come. And right now it's being played for June, as per Solomon Brothers forecast. Okay, pull that back in so we can see the overall shape. Leaning B in the congestion area yesterday. Leans B. So we are trying to trade lower. Last rotate up stopped at 21. We're at 15, so 20 to 24 is number 1. 27.31, sell 1. 3 to 7, sell 2. On the downside, 8 to 12, number 1. 1 to 5, buy 1. And 25 to 29, buy 2. I think everything will hinge on what the E-mini does. And 150 is a pretty important point on the E-mini. If they can't take not 150 but 2350. If it can't get through and hold that, then the E-mini is primed to sell. Okay, gold was off a little bit overnight. A couple of bucks when I looked at it a long time ago. And now it's come back. So we have a buyer, 45.43, and 39 to 41 for buy 2. E-mini sells, gold rallies. E-mini rallies, gold probably moves sideways with a down bias. First sell, 49, 51, 54, 56, pretty much where we were yesterday, on yesterday's close. The euro was off a little bit overnight. Not much. There wasn't a lot going on last night when you get right down to it. Asian stock markets rallied. The FTSE and CAC were off. The DAX were lower. The DAX was higher. But no markets moved by very much. Okay, I have a low at 15. We're currently at 29. So do have a P in the overnight. Trying to trade higher, so 40 to 50, sell 1. 70, 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 108 even, 108.10, buy 1. And it may take a 20 to get. I don't know how we're gonna. I don't have a very strong feel this morning for the euro. Buy 2 at 75. Crude oil was up overnight. So we might be looking at a 47 to 52. The number they'd mentioned when the market broke was 45. Probably a little bit more strength. The market is supported by rhetoric out of OPEC, Saudi Arabia, notably Saudi Arabia, and then non-OPEC member Russia. And they're talking about rolling over the current production quotas for the second half of the year. That probably is what they will do. And it doesn't mean anybody will agree to it, because a lot of people are cheating around the edges, including Saudi Arabia and Russia at first. But the talk has been that everybody is gradually bringing their production down to meet the agreed upon quotas, except for Iran and some of the others, Iraq notably. So 48.50 is the number. We've talked about that for the last 2 days. We were not able to get through that. So 25 to 50 is still sell 1. 75 to 49 even is sell 2. No range in the overnight session, as you can see right there, just pretty dead. So 47.75, 48 buy 1, 47 even, 47 and a quarter buy 2. I think you can make a stronger case for the downside than you can the upside, minus some announcement or commentary from Russia or Saudi Arabia. So we'll see if we can break it today. And last but not least, the E-mini. Okay, stops above 50 is going to be pretty easy to do. We're there. And that would be a very logical play on the E-mini. The question is, can it stay above 23.50? 50 to 70 points is a normal pullback in the market. So we got down to just above 23.30, which would have been 70 points. So this 50 to 70 point range is where we are. We had 1 day of selling. I think a lot today will hinge on whether Ryan Care goes through, and again, it's Obamacare light. Doesn't really correct the problems. So we've got a P in the overnight, and we've got resistance at 50, 49.51, sell 1. Just thinking like the local of old, or the exchange member, that is resistance. I'm going to lean against it. If it goes through, I'm wrong. S2 would be 54 to 57. Pretty good resistance. You can see 57, 56, 53, 49. So this area right here is where resistance is. Get through that, then the spill from 60. Around 62 to that low up there at 65. So 62 to 65 would be the next area of resistance. So we've got 49 to 57. And 62 to 65. Yellen speaks. I can't see that she changes anything from what she said on the 15th. That wouldn't be what they normally do. So 40 to 42 buy 1, 35.37 buy 2. Stops above 50 are going to be again pretty easy to get. We get through 57, then we've just had a normal correction in a bull market. Okay, take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.